Brother Ben, if you'll come up, and Brother Ben's going to lead us in the invocation. This sound okay, everybody? Okay.
Let's pray together. Father, we thank you for this afternoon and a chance to celebrate the season that was. God, thank you for the work that was put in. Father, for the success that these young men and their coaches enjoyed in our community. Father, I pray today as we celebrate their accomplishments that, God, you would continue to help us to honor them. And, Father, for the way that they went about their business. God, be with us this afternoon. And would you just watch over each of us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, welcome to the 2021 SHS Panther Football Banquet. We've been waiting a while for this to happen right here. So we're waiting on some special things to come in. And they came in this week. And these guys are going to speak. If I just need to holler, I can. Okay. In the meantime, I just want to go just tell y'all how special this year was for me. This unbelievable year. These kids are resilient. When I think of this bunch, the first thing that comes to mind is team. T-E-A-M, because this right here was a team. It was a team. The best team as far as everybody being together that I've ever been a part of. These guys didn't care who got the credit, didn't care who scored a touchdown, didn't care who made the tackle. But this was a team effort. These guys, it's funny, man. We played Loyola first game of the year. I didn't think we were a very good football team, but I knew we were going to get better. I knew we were going to get better because these kids work hard. And as we played each game, I thought we got a little bit better. And I thought it accumulated out here Thanksgiving week against a very good Madison Prep and the following week against Church Point. These guys came out and just did everything we asked them to do. And like I said, I want to start off by saying how proud of them I am and how much I love this team. And I'd love for you to give them another hand.
Check, check, check. I'd like to introduce some special guests, if I can, right now. Mr. Greg Manley, our school board member. Mr. Manley, give him a shout out. Our two administrators that are here today, our principal, Mr. Jason Thompson, and our assistant principal, Diane Johnson. And our two Empire Media podcast and YouTube guys that are the most popular guys around, Brother Ben Hackler and William Handy. The team mom and dad back there, Mr. and Miss Lucius. Ronnie and George. The ones that make it happen, I promise you. They're the ones that make this thing happen. We're going to start this thing off. We got a lot of things to get through today. Be patient with us. It's a very special occasion, and I really don't want to run through it just to get everybody out of here. I don't want to just throw water at it. I want to make this as special as possible. It's going to take a minute or two, but we got some special things planned for you. Right now, we want to have Miss Nikki Taylor and Miss Wendy Holland come up to recognize Cheer and Dance.
Cheering, painting signs, hanging signs, learning how to do outdoor pep rallies, which is a huge adjustment from being in the gym where everything's loud and quaint to going to the stadium. It was a really big adjustment, but I thought they rocked it this year. But anyway, they worked hard and supported our boys. They love cheering for these guys, and what an awesome team. The cheerleaders' dream to be able to go 15-0 and cheer for their boys, and they love you guys more than y'all ever know. So this year was really a blast, and we're really proud of them. We're going to start with our first-year veteran, And actually, our mascot, Tanisha Davis, is not here today, but we do want to recognize her. So, Tanisha Davis. Okay, our first cheerleader this year, first year letterman, is Stella Ford. Alea McNeil. Jessica Mora. Amber Teevee. And then our other first year letterman who's not here today is Addison Warner, so she couldn't be here. Our 2-year letterman, Caroline Crane. Lily Hilton. Allie Johnson. Brooke Perry. Veda Powell. Scarlett Rath. Caitlin Ray. Lily K. Tim. Colleen Wheeler. Our 3-year letterman, Avery Dupree. Claire Clement. Emma Daniel. Grace Pohl. Bradley Smith. And Janiyah Sneed. And our 4-year letterman, I love these girls. Annie Ely. Carly Grayson. Ella Mangrum. Kennedy McGuire. And Ava Stevens. And I would also like to introduce y'all to our cheer coach. She joined us in the middle of the year, and we just love her so much. Gabby Deere. She's awesome.
So like I said, I've been with these girls for about a year now, and they have worked so hard and made my job so enjoyable. My first, Colin didn't tell me how many people were going to be here, so I'm a little nervous. Anyway, thank you to Coach Jody and the football team for such an amazing season, and I can't wait to see what Panther Nation has in store for us next year. So let's get to these girls. Our first year letterman, Caroline Bryant. Ella Kate McMorris, Carly Stiles, and Danielle Watson. Second-year letterman, Presley Evans, and Shania Burrell. Third-year letterman, Caitlin Andrews, Jillian Ferguson, JC Hobbs, Kennedy Pittman, Madison Smith, and Zoe Pearson. Now our fourth-year letterman, Mallory Bozeman, Ashana Madison, Laura Lee Sturdivant, and Emma Kana.
Now Miss Anna Wiggles will come up and recognize our trainer. She's done a great job for us. Let's give her a big hand.
Hey guys, I just want to take a second and thank my girls. They're all in here spread out somewhere. You guys have made this year a lot easier on me. I would not have survived practices, treatments, games, after games, everything without you guys. My girls, they help me with setup for games, setup for practices. They give the boys water during practice when they think they're dying. So this is just a time to recognize them for all their hard work and just tell them you guys mean the world to me, and I'm so thankful for you. Okay. So first we have Anna Brooke Henson, Skylar Cannon, Abby Hackler, Bella Mejia, and Bruin Foster. This next group are my seniors. Two of them, one of them's not here. They work games with me every Friday. Some of the other ones, you know, were on the dance team, so they had prior engagements. But they still helped out a lot coming to football practices after dance practice, which I really appreciate because a lot of the times when we needed the help, we were short. So, first senior, Lisa Jones. Laura Lee Sturdivant. Mallory Bozeman. but not least, Miss Ashana Madison. And my two that could not be here, but I still want to recognize them, were Sarah Passarello and Caitlin Moore.
Just want to let you know how much we appreciate cheer, how much, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, didn't mean to interrupt you there. How much we appreciate cheer, how much we appreciate dance, how much we appreciate our band, and how much we appreciate our trainers. And these trainers especially, I mean, during football practice, they do take care of our guys. And I tell you, they become very protective of them. And they're part of our team. Make sure everybody understands that they're as big part of our team as anyone. And we really appreciate you guys. Thank you, cheer and dance. Appreciate y'all. Love those girls. They do a great job for us. Let's give them all a big hand. Next guy that's going to come up and speak to us a little bit is going to be our guest speaker. He's going to talk a little bit about the history of football here at Sterlington. Needs no introduction. I always refer to him as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He's the guy that got this thing started. And I remember I was at the Dome this year, and I said this right here. If it wasn't for Dale Ashley, Sterlington would still be everybody's homecoming of home. And give him that. You know, I think a lot of this guy, and it's always hard for me to even talk about him without getting emotional, because I walked through the door one day just to enroll my kids in how this happened. And I'm standing up here talking to you as the head coach of the Sterlington Panthers now. It's just a heck of a story. But I'll always owe Dale. I'll always owe Coach Thompson. I get to do what I do because of these two guys right here. But without further ado, Coach Dale Ashley.
You know, it's a great day to be a Panther, right, guys? You know, I asked Coach Doty, could I speak at the banquet and give the 25, really ended up being 26-year history of Sterlington football. Since I was here from the beginning of that. I can't go beyond that because I wasn't here at those times. So I'm going to give you the brief history of the last 26 years, and what better time than stand in front of probably the best football team Sterlington's ever had. And congratulations to him, especially this senior class, and for the leadership that y'all provided this year. It was a treat watching you play. And I've watched a lot of football games for years, and y'all were just fun to watch because I knew you were going to compete. When I first came here in 1996, that's a long time ago, down at the old school, you know, we had two dressing rooms, junior highs on one side, high school on the other. We had one coach's office and one training room. And man, I walked into that field house that first time, and it reminded me of my high school. I'm a tinsel guy from Newton, and it looked just like our field house that I played in the 70s, in the 60s. So it really hadn't changed much, you know, in those days. I met Mr. Evans and Dr. Johnson and Greg Manning. He was still hanging around back then too. And Kerry Walker, and I was offered the job, and I looked forward, you know, to the challenge. I was told Sterlington had not been in the playoffs, and I looked it up. It had been 18 years since they'd been in the playoffs, and that seemed a little far-fetched to me. I couldn't believe somebody could go that long, you know, and not make the playoffs. They were wild cards and all that those days. But they just hadn't. But when I met with that team, I met with an eager bunch of guys. Didn't have a lot of them, but they were eager and ready to get started. And I thought we could do some good. The main thing that I was looking for when I got there was, you know, of course, facility, and did it have a weight room? I was really interested to see if it did, and it did. Well, when I saw that weight room, I said, okay, we can go now. We can get some things done if we got a weight room. You know, playing football, and you guys know, you know, it's about speed, it's about strength, it's about endurance, and just the will to win. You know, if you don't have any strength or you're not very strong, it can be a long night when you get out there and start getting pushed around. So, you know, our first priority, and I got there in the spring, it was March of '96, was to get those guys in the weight room and get them started into a regular program, something that they could build upon. And they did. They took to it real well, and we worked through the summer into the fall, and you know, started our fall camp. And I remember our first scrimmage was against Oak Grove, and the principal came to me and said, "Now, Coach, we don't get our boys down there and get hurt now. You know, Oak Grove, you know, they're pretty tough." I said, "Well, Mr. Evans, we just gonna have to grow up a little bit." And it was a challenge, but you know, we got down there and we scrapped with them best we could. Now, we wasn't up to par with them yet, but we were going to get there. It was me and, of course, Boyd Cole, Ronnie Harrison. RJ, how old were you then? I didn't know I brought RJ with me when I came, did he? He was just a little pup. Ronnie had been to me at least, but Ronnie was my defensive coordinator first time out. I got some funny stories. And then David Parks handled the weight room, I handled the junior high part, and Boyd and Mike Collins. That was the gist of all those that we worked there with to start with. You know, the first year we finished 6-4 and made the playoffs. So that was a big deal in Sterling because we never had been. We didn't make it out of the first round, but we got there. It was a start. And for the next few years, man, we just plugged and got better. And the second year we made it to the quarterfinals. And then really in the 2000s, really when we sort of took off. And we moved over to this school in 2002 and got out of that old school. And you can see what this is compared to what we left. You know, it was just kind of magical to come over here. You know, there wasn't no Parents Peak, there wasn't no Long Log Road, there wasn't no Thatcher. None of that was here. It was just a school and some fields. You know, there wasn't no fish out, wasn't no Sonic, you know. And from that, and the school and the football program really built this community. And, you know, winning football games, where you love it or don't like it, it attracts attention. And people like to be a part of a winning program, and especially in football. We've done some other things in other sports too, but, you know, today we're talking about football. And, you know, once we got rolling, you know, we was in the semifinals 4 times, and the state finals twice, and you know, we were just a competitive, very competitive team, and it got to where we couldn't even schedule games because nobody wanted to play it. And Coach Doty knows all about that. But I was here 11 years, you know, as a football coach, and we built the program, and we worked hard in doing it. Had a lot of good players come through, and a lot of hard work. And, you know, just glad, you know, that the effort continued, you know, after I left. When I left in '06, was my last year as a coach, I went to administration, and Mike Collins came in behind me. Mike was here either 6 or 7 years, I forget exactly. And when I became principal, I decided I wanted to make a change at the football coach. I went and talked to Greg, Dr. Weber, and told them what I wanted to do, and they were, you know, supportive. And when I opened that job up, I had 80 applicants trying to get this job. It was I knew it was a good job. I just didn't know, you know, how people thought about it. So we hadn't done as well as what I would like in the last few years. But we had played all from different states and all the areas and different people. You know, I was just going through resumes and looking for people, and there was one person's name that wasn't there that I'd heard about. And all I heard about Jason Thompson was he's a good guy. I thought I knew about him. I didn't know Jason. If I met him, I didn't remember him. So there's one person that I called to apply for the job without even really knowing him was Jason Thompson. And Jason's asked me before, he said, why? Well, how'd you pick me out of the hat, you know? I said, I think it's just a God thing. And I really do. You know, I'm a praying man, so I prayed God was sending me to the right person. And so I called Jason up, and again, the only phone call I made are all these 80 applicants, and asked him, was he interested in applying? We got a pretty good thing going here, or could be. We need a little help. He said, well, Coach, I really hadn't thought about it. I said, well, won't you come over one day and sit down and talk about it? So Jason did, and when he left there, he had a little gleam in his eye. I had his head spinning for sure. A day or two later, he called back and said, Coach, I want that job. I said, well, fill your application out, and bring it to me, and we're going to interview you and go through the process. So that's what we did. And of course, Jason was hired, was head coach for 4 years, finished in 16 with the state championship, our first. So I think I made a pretty good hire. But when Jason decided to go into administration, here we are again looking for a football coach. I didn't know really what direction we were going. So of course, Jason had a good idea what he wanted, so we talked about it. And he liked Lee Doty a lot. Lee'd only been there for a year. And I was sitting in my office one day, and I heard some people out front, so I walked out there, and it was Lee and his family. That's when they first enrolled there in, I guess in 16. And he was looking for a school before he put his girls in. He didn't say nothing about him coaching or teaching at that point. His wife had got a counseling job in the city, and he was looking for a place for the girls. And he either mentioned or said something about football. Said, yeah, he'd been a football coach. And we were looking for a football coach. So I said, man, you need to talk to Jason Thompson. And after that, Lee said, he was really not really planning on him coaching. He was maybe going to get a job at Home Depot or something. Just don't take a little time off to coach. But when I went down and met with Jason come back and said, man, I like this guy. I was pretty impressed with him. You think we need to hire? We hired. It was sort of Jason's call, so we did. And Lee worked the weight room. He stayed down at the field house, in the weight room. So when this job came open and Jason mentioned Lee, I said, Jason, I don't know Lee. I said, he stays down in the weight room. I really just don't know him. He said, he's a good guy. I think you'll like him. And I knew him, but I didn't know him from football. That's what I meant. So we came out to my house one evening, had a big steak, and he and Jason and I sat down there a good while and just talked and visited and talked football. And Lee told us his vision and what he wanted to do. And, at that point, I knew he was the right guy for the job. And so Lee Doty became the next head coach after Jason. Lee has been here 5 years, and of course this year, y'all know what happened, and won the state finals his second year here too. So Lee has been a good hire, and just say the least about that. The job of a football coach isn't just about winning football games. It's about raising these young men and trying to make them a little better than they were when they left here. And I think our whole staff takes that into consideration. I know, and they follow Lee's guide and Jason's guide and my guide all the way through. And here at Sterlington, we have something very, very special. It's not like this everywhere you go in the state. In fact, it's not like this anywhere else in the state. You've got some of the best academics and the best athletics of any school. I guess I couldn't not mention athletics. I mean the academics, because that's supposed to be what we're here for, right? But we do a great job in the academic field here in Sterlington High School. We're out of the 30-something schools here in the parish. We lead the parish every year in school performance scores. We lead the state in a lot of just the public school support as far as school improvement scores go. So you get the best of both worlds here in the academics and the athletics, and there's something here I hope for everybody that wants to be a part. We don't have a lot of problems some other schools have, and not that we don't have any, because we do, but it's a special place, and I want you guys and you parents to really appreciate what you have here. But I'm telling you, it's not like this everywhere. It's not like this probably anywhere else. Sterlington has set itself apart in a lot of ways. And I'm really proud to be a part of it. Been proud to be a part of it the last 26 years. And so look forward to the next 26. Y'all enjoy your day.
so much, Mr. Ashley. Certainly do appreciate you. How many people you know as good as a man as Dale Ashley? We appreciate him here. And I'll always be Mr. Sterling. Always be Mr. Sterling. I'd like to just thank a few people when I got an opportunity. And I know she's going to hate me for this, but I coached her son already for the last time I'll ever get to coach him, so she's mad at me and won't affect me too much. Wendy Thompson, do you mind standing up, please? Wendy spearheaded the decorating in this building, and if everybody that helped her, if you will stand up as well, please. For all you ladies that helped her, please stand up. What an outstanding job. It's really hard to believe that you actually play basketball in here. It just looks so good, and it means so much to these ladies that do that. We're losing several of them that do this every year. We're going to have some people step up because the standard is way up here. And we want to keep it going because outstanding. This looks great. We appreciate you so much. Our quarterback club, Mr. Reisinger, John Reisinger, where you at? There he is right here. Just a quick, John's our president of our quarterback club. Just to let everybody know, just a quick thing about this. We raise an awful lot of money to have nice things that we do. Every bit of money that football gets comes from the gate and the money that we raise. There is no school gives football all the money. That's not true. The school gives football zero money. The school doesn't give any sports any money. They may help out feeding or something. But everything that we got, we either making gate money or we raising money. And John spearheads all the raising of the money. He does a great job, and I appreciate you so much, and everybody else that works with the QB Club. We started feeding our kids on Thursday maybe 3 years ago. And the ladies that come in and take care of it, if you've helped with that, will you please stand up? Tiffany, we appreciate you. Thank you for running that thing for us, Tiffany. She does a great job. We appreciate it so much. McDonald's is one of our sponsors. And you're talking about going above and beyond. Jennifer Thomas, are you here? Is Jennifer here today? Where you at?
In the back.
Well, stand up. There you go. We have great sponsors. Jennifer just does a great job. She, when we left to go to New Orleans, we left on Friday. We had to eat breakfast somewhere Saturday. We couldn't find anywhere to eat. Jennifer hand-wrapped, I believe, 200, maybe 300 sausages and biscuits. Put them on dry ice and brought them to us Friday. They rode on the bottom of the Greyhound going down to New Orleans. Our idea was to give each kid a couple sausage biscuits that morning, let them heat them up in the microwave, and that's how we take care of breakfast. We stayed at the only hotel in New Orleans that doesn't have microwaves in the room. Sometimes I just think I have good ideas. But they had one microwave on each floor. So there were 4 microwaves in the whole building. So every coach was grabbing 20 to 25 sausage and biscuits. Miss Lucius was making sure she was running the show. And we're going up and down elevators trying to heat up sausage and biscuits. Our kids never knew that. They walked in, they had a hot sausage and biscuit ready to go. And guys, I'm sorry. We had a dry ice, day-old sausage and biscuit on the day you won a state championship. And guess what we're going to have next year? taking care of us. All-Star trophies, I just want to thank them. This week, this past 2 or 3 weeks, I'm sure it's been real stressful for them because, you know, I've called back and forth 2 or 3 times. I forgot this, I forgot that. Cassie down there did a great job. She never got frustrated with me. Just an outstanding job from them. I'd love to thank our administration. Thank you guys. Our school support here is unreal. And like Mr. Ashley says, it's not like this everywhere. We're special, and it's because of the people we work for. We appreciate that. All of our coaches' wives, if you're here, you mind standing up for me because I'm very, very thankful for you. Y'all just give me a stand up real quick. I appreciate it. I'm going to tell you, you can either be a coach's wife or you can't. There is no in between. There is no, well, maybe I like it this week, but not next week. You're either all in or you're all out. And, you know, I had someone mention a couple of weeks ago about football with talking about a coach's wife. You know, we try not to do that here. We try to include our wives with everything and make sure that they're part of it. And you guys out here, man, I tell you, you make my wife, she's part of this team, and I appreciate you doing that. Coaching staff, you mind standing up for me? Trainer, come on. What an outstanding staff this is. Thank you, guys. Every award, every accolade, everything that's been said is because of these guys right here. They work, man. They get after it. They can really, seriously, they can coach football. I'm just going to tell you, they can get after it. And they put in the time and effort. You know, I thought this year our strength and conditioning was second to none. Coach Foster, Coach RJ, Coach Breen's getting involved in that with us a good bit now. They do such a good job in the weight room. On the field, our guys do a great job. I'm telling you, we had a meeting or clinic or something I went and spoke to, and these guys asked about how we did things. You know, they think these guys don't teach class. They think that Sterlington, we roll out here at 6 o'clock, and our guys start coaching football. We coach all day. But, you know, these guys teach 4, 5, 6 classes, and then come down to coach football. And I'm proud of them. And I don't want to work with anybody else. You know, I told these guys here, you know, you always be part of some team. You always be part of some team. This is the last day to be part of this team. But I'll always be with this team right here as long as they'll have me. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Our community. I'd love for you guys to stand up. Everybody here, stand up. Let me applaud you, please. Just stand up. Thank you so much. All you guys, everybody. That's the Panther Nation right there. I tell you, I used to walk out when we'd host a first-round playoff game in week 11, and we may be a third full in the bleachers. I'm going to tell you, this year we played Frederick A. Douglass. We had this thing packed out. Week 1, playoffs, we're ready. We're ready to go. The attendance this year has been outstanding. I know it's a lot easier to come watch someone that's winning. I get that. But I mean, some of you guys have reached down in your pocket and helped us out. Some of you guys have volunteered and helped us out. But all of you guys, I'm telling you, when we go to Westlake for our second round playoff game, and there's more of us than it is of them, that's impressive. That's a 3-hour ride. Mr. Ronnie and Miss Mildred Lucius, will y'all please stand up? Just stand up. I'm not going to make you come up here. Just stand up. I'm going to make you come up here later. like Coach Ashley, but I'm like crying about these two. I can't say enough. Guys, turn around there and you tell these people thank you. Because she asked me a lot of things, but she tells me a lot of things too. And I appreciate it so much. We're going to Westlake. She wanted to talk about what we're going to eat, and I said, we're going to have Popeyes. I said, we're going to have Popeyes chicken sandwiches. And she's like, well, Coach, what if I can't find them? I said, I know you can. I know you can do it. And right after the game, we didn't play real good in the first half before we played good in the second half. I told our kids, because y'all played so good, because y'all won, we're going to have Popeye's chicken sandwich. The loudest applause of the year. Miss Lucia's found them things. We appreciate it. Everyone else that helped out this year, and I don't want to leave anyone out, but there's so many people that helped out. I've made some good decisions along the way. I've made some bad decisions like everybody else. But one of the best decisions I ever made is I met with Amanda Lyons last year. And I started talking about wanting to do something other than radio. I wanted to move radio stations. I just wanted to do something else. I needed a new start. I wanted to freshen it up. I wanted the Panthers. I wanted them to be special. And she said, well, I'm not really in the radio business anymore, but what about a podcast? I said, I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. So we started talking about a podcast, and then this thing evolved into a YouTube channel, and then it evolved into highlights, and then hype videos, and it blew up. It blew up. I've had people call me all the way from Vermont and tell me they watched us play games on Friday night. My dad, who's probably watching now, big town of Ethel, Mississippi, watches every Friday night. Every night. He still watches the games over and over. He watches it everything. I know that we talked with William Handy. William lost his biggest fan, I believe, last week. John Reisinger's mom passed away, and she loves William Handy. She loved him. And but it meant so much to so many people that couldn't come to the games. It was a great decision. This thing is going to continue to grow. If you thought it was good this year, wait till you see it next year. Appreciate Empire Media. Let's give them a hand. We're going to recognize our first-year participants, then our second-year participants. We're going to go down the line. If we'll do this, if you'll let me call everybody's name out, and we'll wait till they all get lined up, and we'll give them applause, it'll sound a whole lot better than just a little few claps for each by every other one. So let's call these names out right here. These are first-year participants. And listen, these guys right here are very important to us because a lot of these comprise our special teams units and our scout teams. And look, we can't get better if we don't have someone to practice against. They do a great job. They're just going through a tradition that these seniors did, and this year's freshmen and sophomores, they did the same thing. Our first year participants, and we'll applaud after I announce all of them. Braden Raftery, Jacob Breen, Brody Belanger, Bryce Brooks. Come on up, guys. John Davis, Sean McNair, Nathan Riordan, David Roach, Chase Smart, Grayson Gilmore, Shavai Smith, Sam Postball, filmer, Abby Hacker, filmer, Dylan Downs, Shondale Best, Gavin Evans, Mason Cope, Oliver Crane, Braden Pruitt, Colton Yeldell, Preston Gardner, Michael Bozeman, Benny Queens, Paxton Stewart film, Jade Huff film. Come on up and get this, guys. Next group, if y'all come around here, they will just come walk the front. Hey, these are our first year participants. Let's give them a big hand. If you were here for Meet the Panthers, these guys look a lot different than they did then. This is going to be a good group. Good group. Thank y'all, and y'all may be seated. First year participants, let's give them a hand. Second year participants. If y'all just come right here and swing by coach, it'll make it a lot easier. Second year participants, Michael Douglas, Brent Lark, Chase Eswin, Braden Hooter, Braden Bonner, Caleb Yarbrough, Dalton Moody, Tyler Brower, Matthew Grigson. These are our second year participants. Fully expect these guys to be letter winners next year. They've done a great job for us. We're very proud of them. And they got letter jackets ordered this year because I told everybody if you can make it 2 years with me, we're going to get you a letter jacket. So they'll have their letter jackets here soon. So let's give them a big hand. Oh, I'm sorry, second year participants. Y'all may be seated. Now our first year letter winners, Charlie Robinson, Easton Bruscata, Dylan Compton, Tremel Cobbin, Carter Morris, Cody Copeland, Hayden Madden, Desmond Woods, Sterling Sims, Casey Hale, Will Wacker, Mitch Hodnick, Caleb Evans, Javaris Himes, Terrence Coleman, Miguel Brooks, Jackson Moore, Parker Miller, Bruin Foster for filming, Jay Bonner, Travis Athens. Let's give these guys a big hand. Another thing about these guys, all these big guys are coming back, so. Don't believe everything you've been hearing. Second year letterman, Mason Lawhon, Colin Crow, Micaiah Smith, Tanner Brown, Max Reisinger, Caden Hickman, Kellen Hall, Ian Magoo, Cooper Line, Drew Huff, J.C. Barber for film, Majay Hatfield, Jackson King, Hayden Austin, Tyson Warren, Maddox Bryan, Jacob Guthrie, Tanner Bostic, Jackson Sturtevant, Hayden Franklin, DJ Hutchison, J.P. Barnett, Hannah Cook, film, Camden Allen, manager, and Dylan Underwood. These are our second year lettermen right here. We're very proud of these guys, and we're losing a few of these, but we got a lot of them coming back. Another good group, another good looking group of young folks right here. Our two film ladies that are seniors, we appreciate you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Hey, let's give these guys a hand. Third year letterman, JaKeldrick Miller, John Barr, Maud Mills, Chase Mitchell, Tony Rivera, Caleb Andrews, Edmund Williams II. I knew you were going to do that. That's why I threw the second in for you. Jordan Johnson, Cliff Jones, Bryce Lord, Peyton Park Smith, Brendan McNair, Jackson Porter, and Grant Hanna. Let's give them a hand. We only have one of these guys coming back, I think. But man, these guys have done a great job. You know, I would wish I could say something about everybody, but what kind of career has Grant Hanna had? I mean, this guy right here, you know, just came out of nowhere his junior year, and he was our special teams captain this year and did a great job. And, you know, I looked down there, Chase Mitchell had a great senior year. I mean, it's just so many of them that we waited on and they blossomed their senior year. We're very proud of them. Let's give them a big hand. Fourth year letterman, we won't have any of these guys back. So, Luke Handy, Cole Thompson, Ram Foster, and Jacob Green. These times, they go by fast. Told Cole, you know, we met as a team in here at 1 o'clock and we ate with just the team and the coaches, and it was the best decision I've ever made because we got to talk, we got to spend some time together just as a team, and I'll do that again next year as well. But I was talking to Cole, you know, it just seems like yesterday we drove over to Logansport, and he started at DB for the first time ever as a sophomore, and Coach Thompson, I swear that was last week. You know, Jacob told a story the other day, he was being interviewed. He didn't give me nearly enough credit for recruiting. Nearly enough. He made it almost sound like it was his decision to come play football. But we worked on him. And what a great career he's had. Man, we're going to miss him. Luke, he's a guy that can win every award you give away. 4-point old guy. I'm mighty proud of him. Wanted to play football at Belhaven. So proud. And Ram, you always did everything right, man. We appreciate you. And, just man, we're gonna miss you guys. 4-year letterman. Let's give him a hand. Another good thing about eating and meeting with the team before we come in here is I got to go all over the list to make sure I didn't leave anybody out. Did I leave anybody out? Just making sure. I don't know how many times I've checked it. And then we called you out in there and made sure, but it's always like me and Coach Thompson talk about. Doesn't matter how many times you do it, you're going to mess it up somehow or another. So hopefully we didn't this time. All right, hey, we had a lot of kids make a lot of all-star teams, and we got a lot of awards right here. We're gonna call them out, and then we're gonna give them a big applause. Our first team, All-District 2-3A, we had a MVP. He was co-MVP with Trey Holly over UPS. Our offensive District 2-3A MVP, Mason Mama. Our first team, All-District 2-3A offense, Ram Foster, Peyton Park Smith, John Barr, Tony Rivera, Edmund Williams II, Jakeldrick Miller. all-district players, our first team all-district players. They did a heck of a job for us. So proud of these guys. Let's give them another big hand. Thank you, man. Y'all please seated. Now our first team defense. We had co-MVPs in that. First team defense, our MVPs, Chase Mitchell and Luke Handy. Great job. These two guys right here can run. And if you got a defense that can run, you're going to be successful. And did a great job. So proud of these guys, man. Our district MVPs. Let's give them another hand. First team defense, Caleb Andrews, Kellen Hall, Charlie Robinson, Cliff Jones, Mike Mills. Get back, get all them big guys in the camera, don't you?
You're fine, you're fine.
Thank y'all. Y'all be seated. Thank you so much. Second team offense, Jordan Johnson, Tremel Cobbin, Bryce Lark, Brendan McNair, Grant Hanna, Drew Huff, Ramaje Hatfield. All right, our second team offense. Let's give them a hand. Second team defense, all district. Jay Bonner, Cole Thompson, Jackson Moore. Starting over. Jay Bonner, Cole Thompson, Jackson Moore, Jackson King, DJ Hudson, Javaris Himes, and first time ever special teams, all district guy Parker Miller. Had some of our guys make some all-area teams as well. I'm going to kind of do these one at a time. Tremel Cobbin, go ahead. Tremel was first team All-Washita, second team All-Nela, second team All-LSL, All-State. Tremel Cobbin. Caleb Andrews. Caleb Andrews is first team All-Washita, honorable mention Louisiana Sports Writers Association All-State, honorable mention Louisiana Football Coaches All-State. Hold on a minute. And first team All-Lee Doty, forever team, Caleb Andrews. Keldrick Miller. Second team All-Washita. Hey, I think, you know, Keldrick got healthy at the right time of the year for us, man. He's a heck of a running back. So let's give him a big hand to Keldrick Miller. Edmund Williams, the second. Second team all Washita. Let's give them a hand. Cliff Jones. Second team all Washita. Hey, Jaquel, come here for a minute. I messed up. Bring that award back up here. I'm going to get it to somebody else. Big one. I'm just kidding. We gave him the wrong award here. This is his award, and I'm going to go ahead and present it to him. You know, Jacob was the MVP of the Dome by the media that night. When I watched the broadcast of the National Federation High School broadcast, Jaquel was named the most valuable player of the Superdome. So, congratulations to Jaquel, Coach Pearson. Tony. Bryce Lark. Come on, stand up here. Bryce, come stand by Tony here. Bryce Lark. Third team, all Washita. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Parker Miller. Thank you, Bryce. Parker Miller, 13, all Washita. Special teams guys. Thank you, Parker. Chase Mitchell. Second team all Washita, second team all state, Louisiana Football Coaches Association, honorable mention all state, Louisiana Sports Writers Association. Chase Mitchell. Mason Lahan. Louisiana Football Coaches Association, second team all state, second team all Washita. Mason Lahan. Grant Walker. First team all Neelan, third team all Washita. Thank you, Rand. Cole Thompson. Second team all SLL, all state, second team all Neelan. Cole Thompson. Charlie Robinson. First team, Louisiana Sports Line all state, second team all Washita. Mike Mills. First team, Louisiana Football Coaches Association All-State. First team, Louisiana Sports Writers Association All-State. First team, all Washita. Mod was one vote away from being the most valuable player in the state on defense by Louisiana Football Coaches Association. I voted for you, big dog. Luke Handy. Louisiana Football Coach Association All-State, first team All-Nela, second team All-Washita. Luke Moore. Jacob Green. First team All-Nela, Louisiana Football Coach Association All-State team, honorable mention Louisiana Sports Writers Association, and first team All-Washita. Jacob Green. John Barr. First team, Louisiana Football Coach Association All-State. First team All-Nela. First team All-Washita. First team Louisiana Sports Line All-State. Honorable mention Louisiana Sports Writer All-State. John Ball. Taylor Park Smith. First team All-Nela. First team Louisiana Football Coach Association All-State. First team Louisiana Sports Writer Association All-State. Go Preps, All-State Large Team. Second team Louisiana Sports Line All-State. Lots of honors there, big guy. All right, we're getting down into the other parts of our awards right here, and we're going to let Miss Doll Ann Johnson, she's going to come present the academic award for us. Let's give her a big hand.
Thank you, Coach Cody. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for letting me present this academic award. At this time, I would like Cole Thompson. I'm sorry, I just looked at you. I'm sorry, Cole. I would like Ram Foster and Luke Candy to come to the front, please. I really have it written down, but I still messed it up. I'm sorry. Okay, these two gentlemen have maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout their entire high school career. And I just want everybody to know that that is a feat. That's very difficult to do, especially when you're in athletics, to maintain that A average all throughout high school. So that's just a tremendous feat. They are all American, just good guys. They are determined. They work hard both in the classroom, on the football field, and in our community. They have huge, compassionate hearts. They've made their mark at SHS in many ways. The future is very bright for these two. Ram is going to attend ULM and major in business, and Luke is going to attend Belhaven, and he's going to major in either business or sports management. Guys, I just want you to know that your school is very proud of you. We just feel like you're going to do great things, and congratulations to both of you.
Coach Pierce present our Offensive Scout Player of the Year. And when we mean offense, these guys come down, they run scout teams for us, so our defense can practice, and we always like to honor some of those guys. Coach?
As Coach Zodi said, I run the scout team offense, so we mock up the offense for the week, and these are the guys that he talks about that get banged on and beat on by the varsity guys, but these are the guys that probably to me are the most important because they come out weekly and let the varsity hammer on them and do their best to mimic whatever offense we're going to see that week, and it is a very hard job. It is extremely hard to know that you're going in to get beat on by the best of the best that day. The guy that we picked this year deserves it because he's probably one of the most versatile guys that I had on the scout team. He would run many positions for me. He would get out there and give it all these guys. And this year, it's Mr. Tanner Boston.
I'm here to present the Defensive Scout Team Player of the Year. Again, following Coach Pierce said, You want to be a scout team player, you get to line up against Peyton Park Smith and Evan Williams and guard Chuck Barr and all those guys every day. Not a fun job, but these guys come and work their butts off. This year's Defensive Scout Team Player of the Year is Dylan Compton.
We're now going to announce the recipient of the James H. Smith Memorial Scholarship Award. Coach noticed on that this is a $2,000 scholarship awarded to one of our players, and this year is Mr. Cliff Jones.
Every year we give coaches awards away. I'm going to speak on this and I'll let Coach announce it. You know, these are guys that you want your kid to be like. We've given one away on offense and one away on defense. And as I sat for hours in my office thinking about this, I couldn't narrow it down. And since I am the head coach, I decided to give two of them away. So that's kind of some privilege I took right there. So these guys mean a lot to our program. I'll let Coach announce.
All right, so we'll start with our Defensive Coaches Award. Our two gentlemen that will receive them this year are Mr. Caleb Andrews and Mr. Cole Thompson. Our Offensive Coaches Awards go to Mr. Tony Rivera and Mr. Grant Hanna.
This time, Brother Ben to come and present our Chaplains Award.
Every year, my role with the team is to do a pregame devotion and just kind of be there to walk with the season, through the season with them and our coaches. And one of the things I get to do is attend practices and watch and to be on Friday nights and see things that happen. So every year, it's my honor to give a Chaplains Award. We started this several years ago, and usually the Chaplains Award goes to somebody who's just shown a way to overcome adversity. Somebody that's pushed through and fought through some obstacles that have allowed them to accomplish things on the field. There are also people of integrity, that if they tell you that they're going to do it, they do it well. So this year's Chaplains Award goes to Mr. Jordan Johnson.
Come on up, Brother Ben. In the past, when we had a radio broadcast, we gave away two awards, and one of them was the Pac-Man Award and a Character Award. We changed those this year to Empire Media Impact Awards. So we're giving one offense, one defense, and one special team. So I'm going to let these guys announce the winners here. William, you got to give us a yes. I do love me some Jake Martin, but on the defensive side of the ball, we always try to pick somebody who is always just always there doing what he needs to be doing. And the guy we picked this year was a guy starting out. He was kind of a rotational piece on defense, and as the season went on, we started calling his name more and more and more. And in the playoffs, you're seeing him involved more and more. And where it really stood out when we had a big 4th down and won in the Superdome, and we had to have a stop against Union. Had they got that first down, things would have probably gone downhill. This guy was one of 3 or 4 guys that stepped in and made the play to really turn that thing around. And he's a guy that's always got a smile. He just has a good attitude all the time. Our guy on defense this year, DJ Hutchinson.
The next award is for our offensive impact player, and really on offense there were so many guys that stood out, but the one guy that we wanted to recognize this year is actually going to be our lone returner on the offensive line next year. And a guy that put the work in, learned from the guys in front of him, and looking forward to great things from him in the seasons to come, and that's Mitch Hodman. Our final award is for special teams, and there were a couple of guys that stood out on special teams, but one of those guys you saw on the highlighted video a minute ago, whether it was blocking punts or covering kicks, he did it all, and he did it all as a newcomer. And this year's Special Teams Impact Player Award goes to Parker Miller.
We established permanent team captains on offense and defense. It's a tradition that I've carried on. These 2 young men, it could have been several, but these 2 guys, every time I asked the coach or something about it, or Brother Ben, or whoever it may be, these 2 names kept coming up. I'm very proud of these young men. They're very deserving, and I'll let Coach Pierce announce.
Permanent team captains for the 2021-2022 football season are Mr. Ahmad Mills, and Mr. Ram Foster.
Coach Thompson. Coach Thompson's going to come up and present Panther of the Year. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about him as soon as he gets done.
Thank you, Coach. One of the favorite things I get to do every year is present this award. And so any of you that have ever been to the football field house down there, you notice the little brick columns that are down there. And there's words on it like commitment, discipline, accountability, teammate, hard work, desire, the will to win. This young man certainly possesses all of those traits. And I'm honored today to give this award as a Panther of the Year to Mr. Jackson Porter. So this one's not on the script. Oh, excuse me, Jackson. Taking your limelight away, man. Congratulations, Jackson. I just want to echo one thing that Coach Doty said earlier when he was talking about the coaching staff here to my left. I too have had the opportunity to work with them, and what a great honor it was. And I too echo what he said about them being the finest staff in the state. You know, the hours they put in, the dedication they put in, and the time they commit toward these kids is probably second to none. But you know, anytime you have a staff like that, you've got to have a great leader as well. And I'm certainly proud of ours. And at this time, I want to announce some of the awards that he was recognized for. And if you'll welcome or help me in welcoming him and give him a round of applause. He was the News Star, the Louisiana Sports Writers Association, the Louisiana Football Coaches Association, Go Preps, and Ouachita Citizen 3A Coach of the Year. Will you please help me put your hands together and congratulate the head coach of our 15-0 state championship Panthers, Coach Lee Doty.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. You know, like I said, we it's a team effort. These guys right over here, just awesome team to be with. Coach, we done good? Well, guys, I guess y'all can go home now. Oh, wait a minute. We just got one order of business, don't we? Oh, okay. Well, let's get this thing underway. Keldrick, if you'll come right here and come and just all start standing here, we're gonna we're gonna give you the rings. We're gonna give you the rings, and then I'm gonna present the rings to the coaches. Okay? And Anna's gonna present her stuff to the trainers. Becky Foster's gonna present her stuff to the filmers, and then we're all gonna open them at the same time. 10-4 on that. All right, Mr. Keldrick, come on, coach. Y'all might need help. You guys earned this. Open your rings. Man, all year we talked about 1 degree. Talked about doing your thing. You actually did it. We played at 1 degree all year. Congratulations. Thank everybody for coming. Still got room on them fingers, Thunder clasp, and let's go do it again. Thank y'all.